How's everybody doing? Let's go, man. It is your boy West. Oh, 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 something playing in the background.
Hmm?
There we go. There we go. There we go. There. Rookie. Hey, that was a rookie mistake. My bad. I have my own YouTube playing in the background. But yo, hey man, say man, you feel me? Hey, we live now though. I bet it worked now. I bet it now. I bet you we live now. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it, man. Hey, it is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. I got the three amigos of cowboy content, man. You got your boy West Coast, Mr. Run the Damn Ball himself. We got HTM from HTM Sports, man. And then we got Big Time Lou from the Big Time Show. You feel me? We call him Bishop around these parts, though. You feel me? But yo, man, let's go ahead and get it, man. You guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there is two things that you got. Well, actually, I gotta stop saying two things because there's actually three things. It's three things that I need you guys to do. Three things that you must do. You know what I'm saying? First thing you must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now, no matter where you're watching at, I need you guys to hit that share button. Next thing, I need the content creators update your thumbnails. You feel me? Update those thumbnails. You know what I'm saying? The next thing I need to do for the people that are watching, for the people that are watching and supporting, I need y'all to hit that star button, man. I also need y'all to hit that super chat button because it is turned on right now. It is turned on. Got the monetization turned on. So I need y'all to hit it and we need to get it popping. You feel me? We already got 90 people up in here watching on Facebook. So I noticed this show about to be cracking like a mug. You feel me? So let's go ahead and get it, man. Let me update my thumbnail while I'm telling y'all to update your thumbnail. You feel me? Let me find out. 8 o'clock at night in Cali is the cracking time, man. Let me find out. All y'all folk up. Let me find out. So yo, man, you guys, hey, I'm gonna be the hostess with the mostest today and let y'all do it first. So HTM, let me know who you got over there. Real important. Let's help you pay them bills over there and keep them lights over there on HTM Sports, man. Show them some love.
Hey man, Brian Kite already done tapped in with me over here, man. And I see Maura Cortez tapping in with you over there, Craig Lofkin. So there's some folks tapping in. There's some more folks watching, but I can't see everybody unless they comment. So everybody's over here rocking with me over here, HTM Sports. Please go ahead, put something in the comment box. And let me tell you how much I appreciate you for rocking with me.
And then Big Time Lou, let me see something. Who you got over there rocking with me? Who they rocking with you?
I got people live here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know. I see Greg Davis here. It's on the page, but I'm just like Kenny. I got some people on here that peeping into the house and ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get shot if you come in somebody's house now. Let's be realistic. You got to say something when you come in the house now.
Billy's been around John Morant too long. He have been shooting at folks.
Yeah.
It's that Memphis in him.
That Memphis is that Memphis. You just
man,
can't
don't talk about me. I'm living here right now, Memphis. Don't talk about me, Spike. Y'all hold on now.
You can take you can take the bishop out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the bishop.
Hey man, you come in somebody's house, you need to speak. What's going on, everybody? But hey, everybody that's on West Coast page, it's been a minute since I've been with you guys, and of course Henny. These two are my brothers, man. I'm just glad to be here. So whoever's watching, maybe you sleepy. I don't know, because we're in Memphis. It's 10 o'clock here in Memphis, Tennessee. Folks got to go to work in the morning. But for those that are watching on my pages, YouTube pages, whatever, hey, come on, hang with me one more time. I just got off, and now here I am again with my brother. So I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Hey, this is the Cowboy late hour. You feel me? This is from them late folks. You feel me? That's up watching. You know what I'm saying? We trying to give you some good positive conversation. You feel me? To rule the nation. You know what I'm saying? So when your gal look over there and say, "Who the hell is you on your? Who is you watching at 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night?" You tell them West Coast HTM Sports and the Bishop. You feel me? And we all got khakis on. You feel me? You feel me? I ain't gonna say we all got our khakis on. All right, so hey, Miss Cortez, I appreciate you for throwing 1,000 stars up in there. You a real one. Appreciate you, auntie. Also, shout out to Miss Renee, and Miss Renee is hitting it. She out there in Arlington, Texas. What's up with you? What's up with you, Christine? I see you. Joseph Warren, hit that star button, hit that share button. Tupac, what up, Mohawk? What up, boy? I see you over there on on the Ubes of 2. I see you, boy. Hey, we got OG Patrick Nelson in the building. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you are going to Cowboys versus the Arizona Cardinals, do not disrespect Mr. Patrick Nelson by stepping your feet in his state and not checking in. I'm gonna tell you all this right now, man. He that dude when it come to Cowboys and anything moving in Arizona. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. His location, that's where I'm gonna be when the Cowboys play the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm gonna just tell you that right now. That's where I'm gonna be for that game. I'm gonna be right there rocking and popping like we was for the Super Bowl. You feel me? That was a long night. I ain't gonna tell you. It's a long night. Shout out to Michael Parsons' daddy. You know what I'm saying? He built different. He built different.
Hey, what's up with you, Desmond Ironman? I see you tapping in with me. Appreciate the love, kinfolk.
Yes, sir. I saw my boy Joshua up in the building too. I see you, boy. Hey, we got
Auntie Charlene in the building, man. So you know you gotta show love to Auntie.
Hey, man, what? Hey, Auntie. Hey. You should be expecting a package. Shh. Don't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just post when you get it. Just post it on the internet, but don't tell nobody. Okay? Don't tell nobody. You feel me? I keep a secret. You keep a secret. Just post a picture. Tag me. Don't tell nobody because I don't want nobody to think you wet. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody. You feel me? Because when you see what I sent you, just don't tell nobody. You feel me? I got you, Auntie. I appreciate you. Also, Miss Cortez, what's up with you? Patrick Nelson, I appreciate you. Sam PHE. Is the PH, is that an F sound? Let me know. What's up with you? Appreciate you. He says D-Hop to the Cowboys. Appreciate you. Who else we got up in the Christine? I see you. And Hot Rod 44. What's up with you? Hey, now listen, I got 4 people on YouTube that have said hi, but it's 12 of y'all that's being weird Cowboy fans. Now, don't do this now. I don't want to point you out. When you're on YouTube, y'all window shopping over there. I need y'all to come on in the store. Come on in the store. How do you come in? Amp, I'm gonna come in the store. Say hi, Amp. I need your phone number, bro. I literally tried to call you because I was trying to get Bishop, and I was like, I don't know what the heck Bishop, but Bishop was actually live, and I tried to call you to get you on the show. On my mama, that's real talk. We was gonna have you on the show tonight, but you ain't answer your phone. Look at that. You feel me? So we here. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be the 4 amigos of Cowboy Talk. You feel me? But hey, Amp, text me your number so I can get you locked in too, my guy. But yo, let's go ahead and start in some content, man, because man, it's late. You know what I'm saying? John Morant already went to bed, so we safe.
You better be in the bed. You better be in the bed.
He better be in bed. No,
he better not. He better not be. Look, in Memphis, we don't pronounce words like some of you California guys do. Listen, John Morant better not be in now club. You understand?
Nan,
in bed, doc.
And then nana. Man, I and I just to give it 2 seconds, man. You know, John Morant really he going through the same thing, and everybody go through, man. The only issue is I'm gonna tell you, man, the internet is everywhere, bruh. Like this generation, I feel sorry for him, man, because like back in my generation, it was like you ain't got no audio video.
It happened.
Let him go. You gotta let him go. I'm going home. Hey, Dad, man, I know for a fact they ain't got no audio video. Guess what? In 2023, they got audio video on everything, bro.
For HD.
Thank you, bro. These dudes is getting caught in 4K.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like that ain't me. That was you, brother. I could see your fingerprint on the actual.
I can actually see the birthmark on your forehead.
like, bro, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But yo, man, let me tell y'all some other stuff we saw in 4K today, man. I saw a dude get $10 million today, man. $10.3 million. I'm like, damn, what did Tony Pollard buy today? Like, damn.
I think he went about a new Corvette. You know, like he might be a simple man. You know, he ain't used to having that big money, so he might not went and got the Ferrari or in the luxury car. But he might have went and got him a C8. You know, they look real expensive. They look like Batmobile.
He's from Memphis, so he might have put.
Thank you right there. Since I live here in Memphis, let me say that.
I was about to ask you, what you think he did with that $10 million?
Finally, some good news here in Memphis. There you go. A Memphis boy went ahead and got paid today. That's some positivity. I mean, my God, the Memphis Tigers lost on the last second shot against Houston the other night. What happened to Ja is killing the city of Memphis right now. It's the noise of the city. And now Tony Pollard, who went to the University of Memphis, has cashed in a well-deserved. Happy for the brother. I wish we can do long term, but it's just good to see a Memphis kid, a positive, story of a Memphis kid getting the bag. So I'm happy for Tony. That's all I can say.
I'm happy for Tony Pollard as well.
Yeah.
I am not happy with how the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm not happy with how they handled the contract. Because listen, he could have still went out there and paid Tony Pollard. He could have still Tony Pollard could have got more money for more years, right? And it would have been a less negative hit on our cap. You could have gave Tony Pollard 3 years, $30 million, and gave him like $10 million up front in the form of signing bonus. Like this is like a car payment, right? You go up to the car lot, you don't spend the whole $35,000 on the Camaro. You bring a $5,000, they finance it. Hope your credit good. You get about $690, $650 a month for however many years you get it paid off. Same thing with these contracts. If you had did a contract like that, gave him $10 million up front on a $30 million a year deal, over the course of the next 3 years, you will only have to finance the $20 million, and that's roughly about $6.6 million a year. Right. So you could have cap hits of like $2-3 million the first couple of years, then backload the contract if you wanted to. Right. He would have still on paper got his $10 million a year. He would have had more longer job security, and it would have helped the Cowboys cap. But the Dallas Cowboys are the only team in the National Football League that don't know how to manipulate the damn cap. But it is what it is. I'm happy for him. We needed Tony Pollard because he sort of was our leading rusher, and he also was top 5 in receiving yards, even though he barely caught the ball. So that tells you what our receiving core is like.
Literally.
So you actually sort of needed to keep Tony Pollard. I just didn't like the way that they went about keeping him.
Yeah, I mean, this is my thing too. Like, for whatever reason, the Dallas Cowboys went from a mentality of the salary cap is an evil, bad thing, and no one will ever get it. Because, like, in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, they had only did it 1 time, 2 times before Dak. Like in 20 years, 15 years. Now they've used it almost 3 out of the last 4 years. Now it's
5 years in a row, actually. It's about franchise tag.
Technically from 2020, if you say from 2020, because Dak got
2018 twice. They used the franchise tag every year since 2018.
In 18, who got tagged?
I think it was your boy, Byron Jones.
Byron.
Wow. They're dead. And then they ended up getting, and then 2019.
I gotta go. I think it might have been DeMarcus Lawrence 2019.
2020 was Dak. 2021 was Dak. 2020, even though he didn't play on it, he still got tagged. 2022 was Dalton Schultz.
Yep. And then this year,
that's a revelation right there, boy.
You
know what's crazy? The Cowboys are like the only team in America that believes that you actually save money by guaranteeing someone money. Like, that doesn't make sense for a team for a team that is as financially fickle as the Dallas Cowboys, meaning like they care about every single dollar. Like, you would think that they would be 100% against the franchise tag. Like,
I thought it was a copycat league. That's what I thought. And obviously the Cowboys don't copy. They have their system. They're locked in on the way they want to do things. And that's exactly what we're seeing again. So it is what it is.
Absolutely, man. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, man. That's why I say, like, the Cowboys, man, it's like if you're going into, my biggest thing with Tony Pollard getting the franchise tag is this. Why do it before the store even opens? The store opens on March 15th. Like, why are you saying that you can only, like, you got X amount of money that you can spend going to the store? Why would you just take a set 10 aside that you can't, like, that makes, to me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, also, my question to the Cowboys is this. Was there that much of a sense of urgency to sign him? Because they signed him and they gave him a franchise tag before Jacobs got a franchise tag for the Raiders. And I'm like, bro, he had 1,600 yards. So you're telling me that the Dallas Cowboys felt that there was a higher demand for Tony Pollard. Like they just absolutely had to get him signed today. Like that's my biggest issue. Like even if you were going to give him the franchise tag, why couldn't you wait until free agency actually opened to see?
Maybe
The deadline for the tag is March the 7th, so they actually had until tomorrow to tag him. Right?
That's
so
true.
They did not want to actually let Tony Pollard hit the open market because even though like.
But my question is this: listen, not even as far as like tagging him before then. My thing is this: the tag is $10 million, right? So if you're going to give him the tag and you've already acknowledged that you're going to give him the tag, you have already created a value point.
Yeah, at least about $10 million.
So that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't matter really when the deadline is because you've already told him what he is worth to you. So if you get what I'm saying? So it's like theoretically there is no deadline for you because you've already told him he's worth what, $10 million. So
and also let's not negate the fact though, Wes, that and hinted that there's possibility that they know what they're getting ready to do with the other running back, and we all know who that is. And technically speaking, you only got you still got Zeke there, but I just think they already know what they're gonna do, and I'm not saying they're gonna cut him or whatever. But I am saying they need to have at least I think they're thinking that they got one for sure. Malik Davis is still there, but they don't trust him for now. They still got Zeke on the contract. But what if they are? I'm just saying, what if? I'm not saying it's gonna happen. What if they already know that they're gonna cut Zeke? That's what I'm saying. What if they already made that decision that that's what's gonna happen?
So my thing is this though: if you're already gonna cut Zeke, why haven't you cut him then?
You can't cut him yet.
Can't cut him yet. At least not now. At least not yet.
Why can't you cut him? Tell me why you can't cut him?
June 1st and June 2nd are different cuts.
Thank you. So that's why there you go. That's why I'm trying to say right now, the things that the Cowboys are doing don't really make sense.
No.
Because back to my point about Tony Pollard and the franchise tag, when the Cowboys came out and they said, because Tony Pollard had no value. And listen, there's better running backs who were available. So it's like what you really wanted to do is let Josh Jacobs get the tag first. Why? Because Tony Pollard ain't got 1,600 yards. Now
if I'm not mistaken, didn't Jacobs lead the league in rushing last year?
He did.
This season, yeah.
So think about this. If Josh Jacob takes the franchise tag and you haven't given Tony Pollard the franchise tag, bro, you can easily get him under $10 million now.
Hey, what's up with your landlord from Wakanda? I see you out there, kinfolk. But this is the thing, though, because they both are already tagged, and because they still have the opportunity to get a long-term deal done with Tony Pollard, there is still an outside chance that they can go back to the table and renegotiate with Tony Pollard and get the tag reset.
They got the July 15th, right?
Right. Yeah. That's what they basically did with Dak Prescott. They tagged him. They didn't want him to leave the building, and they eventually they worked out a long-term deal. They rescinded the tag, and they we had the lower roster hit. Because remember, like Dak working out the long-term deal with Dak Prescott saved like $18 million. The year he got tagged, it would have been $35 million a year on the second tag, or 37, something like that. And then like when he actually got the extension, his cap hit that year was only $17 million. So you saved a lot of money by working out that long-term deal with Dak Prescott. The hope is that the same thing happens with Tony Pollard, even if it's only a 2-year deal, right? Even if it's only a 2-year deal, like you can still lower the cap hit, exponentially from $10 million. Like you can lower the cap hit all the way down to 3 if you work it the right way.
Yeah, I think that we got a shot at making something happen with Tony. For long term. If that happens, then we're talking a whole new ball game because that's going to affect the cap and everything. But to be honest with you, everybody that may be challenging all that, and they had to do it. They didn't want him to go out the building. I think Henry said it best. They didn't want to take a chance of him going out the building because somebody was going to pay even more. Be honest with you.
I'm gonna
I
keep it.
believe that.
I mean, people pay hurt players all the time.
I gotta give you a little. I gotta give you a little pushback on it. I don't think Tony Pollard gets that. I don't think he gets more than 10 million out there. Not if the Giants are saying that they're not willing to give Saquon 12. Like there's no way that a team is looking at, and with Josh Jacobs getting 10.6, taking the tag, man, that really kind of messes up
Handcuff everybody.
everybody. That messes up everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then think about this. You got the boy Aaron Jones making more than that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. He making like 11.
Yeah,
so it's like
$1 million this year.
And he had better stats than Tony. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you're putting value, people always say, well, oh, this guy's not a $20 million receiver, or this guy's not a $40 million quarterback. Well, I'm sorry. I'm looking at Tony Pollard, and I love Tony Pollard. But I do know this. If Zeke had the stats that Tony Pollard had, he would have not gotten paid.
True.
That's true. I can see that because people had an issue with Zeke in 2021, and he still was a 1,000-yard rusher that year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you that the crazy thing about it is people were mad at Zeke for getting 1,000 yards in 16 games, but they celebrate Tony Pollard for getting 1,000 yards in 17.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that I trip off of. Now I'm gonna tell you. The real come up that the Cowboys did with Tony Pollard is they were able to pay him as a running back. And I'm going to tell you, they about to use this same formula on Micah Parsons. When they try to hit him with the linebacker. Watch. The Cowboys they literally, because everybody's like, oh, well, they're saving money because Tony Pollard, he's like a Deebo Samuel. I'm like, yeah, but he didn't get paid like no Deebo Samuel, though.
At all. Not
at all. And I said this, and they were like, "Well, if they franchise?" I'm like, "Bro, listen to me. If Tony Pollard would have had 800 to 900 yards as a wide receiver, as at receiving yards, the Cowboys could have pushed them to probably franchise him as a wide receiver, which is what $20 million.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank God he didn't have to.
That's a huge difference. Right? Yeah.
Also, I know this is. It's not really off subject because we're talking about running backs. So, it was announced today that one Derrick Henry is on the trading block. So how do you feel? I know that that's something that's 9 times out of 10 will not helping, but let's humor the possibility. Like, would you want a player like Derrick Henry on this particular team with the set we're going to?
The question, I'm going to ask you a question. This is the real question you should have asked. You got $10 million. You want to give it to Tony Pollard or Derrick Henry?
I would have gave it to Derrick Henry.
I would have gave it to Derrick Henry too.
No question, Derrick Henry.
So that's the problem that I have with the Cowboys giving Tony Pollard the franchise tag. I don't have a problem with them giving him a contract. Like, I don't have a problem with you giving him a 3-year contract because I'm sorry. Michael Gallup taught me something. He taught me that, bruh, them ACLs ain't nothing to play with, bruh. Them injuries coming off, them ain't nothing to play with, bruh. Now, I know Tony Pollard ain't got no ACL. I understand that. But I also know that Tony Pollard's more electric than Michael Gallup. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a higher reach, like Tony Pollard has a not necessarily a farther place to go, but there's a higher expectation. You know what I'm saying? Especially think about this, especially in a year where you guys are telling me that you're going to get rid of Zeke. So you're now asking me that Tony Pollard has to do more in a year that he's coming back off of an injury on a 1-year deal for $10 million. Bro, that is a setup for disaster on both sides. There's no, I'm going to keep it real with you. There's no way Zeke is gone this year. There's no way. Why would, listen to me, Dallas Cowboys, you tried this with Amari Cooper. It didn't work.
Well, that actually was going to be my counter argument. Like, just because it doesn't make sense does not mean the Dallas Cowboys will not do it. Because I did not see the Amari Cooper trade happening. We sat here all damn offseason. So it made no sense to trade Amari Cooper. I
literally said the Cowboys wouldn't do it. I'm going to tell you, I have a video where I literally said the Cowboys won't do it because they're not that dumb, bro.
Boy, they were dumb as hell. You thought wrong.
And I want to.
Go ahead.
They eat crayons dumb, but go ahead.
I want to say that I've been, even though I got my own show, I've been following Wes for a while now, and other guys as well. I want to commend all of you guys that are in the chat box, and the West Coast has been kind of the leader for just about everybody, and other podcasters such as ourselves. But man, all of y'all smarter than the Cowboys, because that's all I'm gonna say. Because everything that makes sense, evidently they speak a total different language in that office, because it just don't make sense, some of the things that they're doing. And one of the things that we like to do is get our hopes built up, and we're making it makes sense, because other organizations are operating differently than what we are. And I just don't see how they keep doing the total opposite of the things that makes total sense. And just like you just said about Cooper, that was one of the dumbest decisions in the history of this franchise. And I got a feeling that this season here we're gonna make some more. But it is what it is.
And I'm gonna tell you the thing that I hate about the Dallas Cowboys is when they do dumb stuff and it accidentally works, or it like kind of like works itself out. They be like, "Ooh, that's the way we thought we did it." But that's how we always planned. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason. Your team lost in the second round of the playoffs, bruh. Like, your mindset should not be to have wholesale changes. Your mindset should be to make changes that better your team. Dallas Cowboys, we do not have any cancers on our team that we need to cut off. No, we do not. We have guys that need to improve, so improve them. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing. Amari Cooper was not a cancer. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So it's like we don't. Zeke is not a cancer. 12 touchdowns is not a cancer, bruh. And he only played 15 games. So it's like 15 games and he was only 120 yards less than Pollard. So it's like those are the things that irritate me. Not necessarily irritate me as far as like me not liking Pollard, because I love me some Tony Pollard. But my mind on Tony Pollard has changed since my cousin said this. If you believe in him, pay him. Just pay him. And to be honest with you, I believe in Tony Pollard. So listen to me, even if the best case scenario, Tony Pollard goes off next year, how does that help me?
Yeah, exactly. He's on a 1-year deal. So let's say
it's a 1-year deal. He goes out there.
What does Tony Pollard do exactly what y'all think he is? What if he has a Deebo Samuel type of year, has like 1,500 yards rushing?
You won't be a Cowboy next year. That's what's gonna happen, because the price go up.
How would that help me?
Yeah. Essentially, if he have another big year, he's auditioning for every other team in the NFL.
And you're paying for it.
And you're paying, and he's going to leave because the price that's gonna go up on him, the value that goes up, the Cowboys will not pay next year.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now: the Dallas Cowboys, they are not in a mindset of. Stephen Jones even said it. You know what I'm saying? We don't like making our players the highest paid. They don't like those titles. So I don't expect any. I mean, listen to me. You might end up getting it, but you're gonna have to fight for it. Yeah. It's like you're gonna have to fight for it. Yeah. So it's like if you're the Dallas Cowboys and you believe in Tony Pollard so much that you want to give him $10 million guaranteed, give the boy a contract. Yeah. If you love her, put a ring on it. Yeah. You're gonna be engaged for 40 years, bro. Come on, man.
Right.
And I ain't mean to get in nobody business. I'm just saying.
and like Caden Joe said, like the Cowboy could at least gave him a 2-year deal. Right?
Thank you.
Listen, they love doing 2-year deals. Look how they did J-Ron Curse. They signed him to a 2-year deal. They didn't give him 3, 4, nothing. Matter of fact, he gonna have to get read up after this season.
And then Craig has a great point. Says, and now look what's going on with Dalton Schultz. Like, let's just be real. Like, and then fans like to say this narrative of, oh, if he gets the franchise tag, he's gonna ball out, and then the Dallas Cowboys are just gonna give him a contract. Bro, realistically, like Dak is the only person, like, out of everybody else has had to fight for it, bro. They almost franchise tagged DeMarcus Lawrence twice. They franchise tagged Dak Prescott twice. Dalton Schultz doesn't have a contract right now. So even getting the franchise tag, it doesn't guarantee you anything. And that's why I said Byron Jones, he out of the door. That's why I said, that's why, like, the Cowboys, they have literally, if you were falling for the Dallas Cowboys franchise tag trick, that's on you, bro. Yeah. That's on you. It's
like how much more evidence do you need to see the destruction of what that thing does if not properly used? I'm almost was put the point where
They
that
franchised Dak twice. He didn't play.
well, check it out with the evidence shows, just like Henny said, whenever they use it, we kind of can say that they're really not serious about doing long-term contracts.
Sure.
I mean,
Which
because
actually benefits you, huh? Remember?
I mean, it does, but I'm saying, like, in this case, if everybody's following this narrative and saying Zeke is not this, if we're and all that, we can't bank on for the future. Doesn't it make sense to try to make sure that you get a long term? If this is your guy that you're going forward with, we all know they're probably gonna draft a running back as well in the draft, but it don't seem like to me they're not in a rush to get a long term deal. They didn't do it with Dalton. They didn't do it with Dak them couple years. We'll see what happened with Tony. Maybe it's a new day. I don't know.
And
I don't think so.
I'm gonna keep listen to me. At this point, next year, if Tony Pollard goes dumb, you know what it makes more sense to do? Franchise tag him again.
Yeah, could do that.
Because he's a running back.
Yeah.
That actually makes more sense.
Yeah. It ain't gonna go up too far from the franchise tag for next year.
Exactly. Because think about this. There's no running back really getting paid.
No
running back is going to get paid this year. Every running back, if you notice, is actually going down.
Except Aaron's. Maybe except Aaron Jones. That's it.
No, his contract went down too because he was supposed to make 16. He went to 11.
That's right.
This might be a situation where the franchise tag price actually goes down.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're trying to reset. Like league wide, I think they're trying to reset the running back market. But in the opposite direction. I think it's something where they're trying to get it under control. Like, I don't think a lot of owners were happy with Ezekiel Elliott's contract. We're talking about, how the league actually values running backs. They do not value the running back position like that. So for Zeke to get almost $100 million, I think they're trying to reel that in. I don't think anybody else is gonna come close to getting $100 million contract as a running back.
Yeah, and I don't, let me see. I don't think Tony Pollard thinks that he's gonna get Zeke's contract because he has nowhere near Zeke's stats. Like nowhere. Nowhere near Zeke's stats.
He ain't done enough. He ain't done enough to get that type of money.
Yeah, I think he just wants what the current market value for running backs is. I think the league doesn't like where the current market for running backs is, right? Because the current market of running backs is around that margin. It's in between it was in between like 11 and $14 million. They don't think they're highly a running back. They're trying to make the ceiling about $10 million. I just think that's what it is. That's why nobody is in a rush to sign their running backs. Everybody getting this tag, and a lot of guys are going to be allowed to test the open market. They're trying to bring that running back hit down.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is, then you're gonna guarantee $10 million to a running back with a broken fibula, but then ask your quarterback to restructure so you can free up money. Like, that's weird, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm not I'm not gonna ask the cleaning lady to take less money so the CEO can get a bigger jet.
No, okay.
Like, that's weird, bro. Like, that's weird. How are people saying, "Oh yeah, Dak, we need you to take less money so that we can," for what? For what? You just tied up $10 million in a running back who has a broken fibula.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be a little petty with mine, Wes. Since y'all all Cowboy Nation is talking about we need to get rid of them. There's this little rumor saying Dak better get it done from the front office. Man, I'm getting as much money as I can before I get out of there. I'm not restructuring nothing. Sorry. If y'all talking about getting rid of me, if y'all gonna get
trade me, and you can't trade me.
Yeah, you can't trade me. Y'all trying to get me, I'm gonna get you before you get me. I'm sorry.
He says, sounds like we'd rather let TP walk. No, we're not rather.
No.
This is what I'm saying. Right? Tell me a team that is going to pay a broken fibula running back over a healthy Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, all these running backs that were available, running backs that are available. Mm-hmm. Like Leonard Fournette is available. I'm not saying he's a dog. I'm not saying he's Tony Pollard.
Kareem Hunt is available.
I'm just saying, like, what team, like, What team was out there that was putting so much pressure on you to make you feel like you had to sign him today? Because that is what the franchise tag is designed for.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's. What's up, Matt? That's what it's designed for. That's what I want to know. What was the sense of urgency? Like, what created the urgency? And I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that created the urgency was the date. That's it.
And internal dynasty, there's not actually a scenario where he had to test the market. You could just give him a damn contract.
Facts. Just
Like,
give him a contract.
They know what he asking for. He told him the number of years. He told him the amount of money annually. Like his agent have been upfront with the Dallas Cowboys about what they want to stay Dallas Cowboys, to not go out and test free agency. They know exactly what that number is.
Yep.
If you really want to keep Tony Pollard, just pay it. Tony Pollard is not asking for $20 million a year like a wide receiver.
No,
he's not.
I don't even think he's asking, and I don't believe he's asking for like 50. Bro, he can't be asking. Like, theoretically, if you wouldn't have, listen to me, if you do not give him the tag before Josh Jacobs gets the tag, theoretically, he can't ask for more than $10 million.
Yeah.
He said we still have to July. I know we still have to July, and hopefully they get something done by then. But my point is, you never even had to use the damn tag to begin with. Like you didn't have to. Oh, the franchise tag, deadline is here. I'm gonna just put it on them. Like, dog, you know how much you want. Listen, you know how much the franchise tag is. You know how much he asked for. You know all these little details. And honestly, it is probably wiser to get it done before waiting till July 17th, because July 17th, most of free agency is done with. So whatever money that you're going to save signing Tony Pollard to a long-term contract, you can't even use it to go shop.
Wow.
That's what I said. That's why I said I don't feel I would have rather had the $10 million. Like, listen to me. If you really think there's a team out there that's about to sign a running back with a broken fibula, I'm gonna ask you a question. How would you guys feel right now if Tony Pollard wasn't on the Dallas Cowboys and you found out that the Dallas Cowboys gave him $10 million on a 1-year deal? How would you feel? I want to run that back. How would you feel if Tony Pollard was on the Chargers last year and you found out, breaking news, the Dallas Cowboys gave him $10.3 million on a 1-year deal and he has a broken fibula right now? How would you feel, Cowboy Nation?
Yeah, so Tyrone Church said it best: upset, confused, bewildered.
I'll tell you. So why don't you feel that way? You want to know why? Because we're giving a little bit more. Why? Because we really. But guess what? We really did that with Michael Gallup, and I refused not. See, I'm gonna tell you, this is what I've learned in life. The worst thing I can do is not learn from my own mistakes. I made a mistake. We made a mistake in thinking that Michael Gallup was going to be Michael Gallup in his first year back. We made that mistake. Now, listen to me. People can be like, oh, yeah, but a fibula is not the same thing as an ACL. Guess what? This is his first major injury of his career.
And you don't know how he's going to respond.
And think about this. I'm going to tell you the real reason why I didn't want to give him the franchise tag is because of this right here. I'm going to tell you the real reason. When you give someone $10 million, $10.3 million on a guaranteed contract, you know what that makes them do? That makes them get up on an injury that might not be as ready and be like, I think I can go. Yeah. See, I don't want Tony Pollard in a position where he thinks he can go. No, I want Tony Pollard to feel comfortable to go when he's ready to go. Because we all know Michael Gallup was not ready to go.
Nowhere close to it.
Bro, that dude literally fell down. Bro, the scariest play outside of Dak Prescott getting hurt, let's just be real. The scariest play of 2022 was when Michael Gallup fell down in that slant. Bro, we thought he was done right there. Yeah. Praise God he popped up.
Yeah, it can happen too. Especially a route like that, in breaking route, it's definitely happening. He had to plan on that leg.
Well, let's go back even further than that. God bless the heart of Ezekiel Elliott, but we all know they rushed him back the whole year when he was hurt, playing with a PCL, when they know they should have sat him down. That's the way I look at it, but he still got his 1,000 yards. I'm just saying that they don't have no problem with rushing people back. They rushed Tyron Smith back. The list go on and on over the years. So it's not a surprise that they rushed Gallup back. But you hope if they really value Tony Pollard like they say they do, they're gonna put him on the field when he's ready. They're not gonna put him out there.
How do you do that? Like, listen to me. I'm sorry. I can't
If
even.
they're smart now.
Listen to me. But listen to me. I'm sorry, Bishop. They've already proven that they're not. Because if
I
listen to
agree.
me, if you were okay with putting Tony Pollard back when he was ready, you give him a contract.
Yeah. Yes.
Because if he's on a 3-year deal, you could literally give him. Think about this. I could still give Tony Pollard $10 million. You want $10 million? I can still give you $10 million. 3-year deal, $30 million. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a $15 million signing bonus. So how much money do I got to pay you now? $15 million over the next 3 years. $5 million for each year. There you go. And you get $15 million today. That sounds pretty dope, right? I just came up with that in the back of my head right now. Guess what, Tony Pollard, you're still making $10 million. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you could have still given him the $10 million. Just do it the way you were saying. Like, literally, you got $10 million, you got $10,000 in your pocket right now. They want $10,000 for that Chevelle. Now you can go in there and give him that whole $10 million, or you can do what Henny said. I'm gonna give you $1,500 today. You feel me? And then we're gonna finance the rest over the. Like, it makes no sense for me to just give you the whole $10,000. You want to know why? Because what if I drive out of here and smack get hit? Guess what? Insurance is not going to give me my $10,000. You know what they're going to give me? The value. But what if the value ain't $10,000 really?
Yeah.
That's why I say it's almost like an oxymoron. If you have that much faith to give him $10 million on a 1-year deal on a broken fibula, why not just give him a deal?
I agree.
Yep. But they don't operate like this, Wes. They just don't. We all know that. We done seen it too many years. It'll be like a new revelation if it happens like that, but I doubt it. We done seen this playbook way too long.
All right, let's do an aggressive power shift, man. Hey, man, Cowboys got some options. You know what I'm saying? We got options out there, boy. They got some. Say, man, we in the club, man. We in the new city. It's some baddies out here, man. We looking and we in the club. We looking. Ooh, we out here mingling like a mug. Oh, I see Bobby Wagner over there. What's up with you, Bobby? Oh, you ain't got no place to go. Oh, that's what's up, man. What's up? I see you, man. I see you. Oh, we holler at you in a minute. Okay, we just I swing by the bar. Oh, damn. Eric Kendrick, what the hell you doing here? How you doing? You good? This is the free agent kicking party. What you doing up here? Oh, you got released today? Yes, he got released today, man. We got 2 prime middle linebackers that should have a star in their head. Listen to me. You got A and you got 1A. You got A and I guess you could say 1B, I guess you would say. You feel me? Because, bruh, Kendricks ain't no Bobby, but he damn sure a close copy of him. Cowboys got options, man. What are your thoughts on either Bobby Wag or that boy Eric Kendricks coming to the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, Bobby Wagner should be the first priority, right? He made an all-pro team.
How does an all-pro get cut? Explain that to me.
Oh, they're blowing it up. They already told Allen Robinson, who they just signed, that he can seek a trade. Jalen Ramsey is also on the trading block. They're already cut, and like I said, they cut Bobby Wagner.
So I would think Stafford's next. I should think Stafford should be out of there in a little bit too.
Maybe so. Leonard Floyd, their pass rusher, he is also probably gonna get cut. So they're moving on. They're gonna retool, start over, whatever. But there's 50 people that voted. The same 50 people that voted for MVP are the same people that make these all-pro selections. And those 50 people, voted and said that Bobby Wagner was the second best linebacker in the National Football League last year. That's how they felt about his play. Wow. That's why he made a second all-pro team. So with that said, of course, it's going to be Bobby Wagner who is the first option, right? Is a guy who has a lot of veteran experience, played the 2 Super Bowls, played with Dan Quinn, knows the system. So you would love to have him. But let's say something happens. Let's say the Dallas Cowboys, just don't call Bobby Wagner. They try to call him, get a deal done. There ain't no service in the office. He go ahead and sign a deal somewhere else, right? Let's say something crazy happen. Well, Eric Kendricks ain't no Bobby Wagner, but he's better than Leighton Vander Esch. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? We are trying to upgrade a position that's already on our team. So as long as they fit the qualifications of being better than LVE, they should all be options for that for the Dallas Cowboys. Actually, there's about 5 guys I can name off my head that are better than Leighton Vander Esch who are going to be available in free agency this year. But we're just comparing. It's like Bobby Wagner, then Eric Kendricks. Eric Kendricks only had 3 less tackles than Bobby Wagner this year. He didn't have the sacks, right? He only had 1 sack. He didn't have the interceptions, right? But when you look at it, look at it, he had over 100 tackles, right? He graded out against the run as an 81.1. He's a guy who's been a starting legitimate middle linebacker since he came into the league. He's been starting for the Vikings for 8 consecutive years, and he doesn't have an injury history. He played all 17 games last season. So why would you not want to sign somebody with that pedigree?
Who actually voiced that he wanted to be a Cowboy? That he, you know what I'm saying? Like the crazy thing about Dallas Cowboys is, man, they be turning down folks that be wanting you. Like, first rule in the game is like the women that like you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Single man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. First rule in the game, like the girls who like you. You know what I'm saying? Then branch out. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, how you not taking guys that want to play for you? Like, bro, there ain't too many people in the world that's growing up that just so happen to be Cowboy fans, that just so happen to be good in high school, that just so happen to be good in college, that just so happen to be good in the NFL, that want to play for you.
Right.
Like, it's starting to get weird now, bro. Like, why don't you want players that want to play for you that will probably take a little bit less money for you? Why? Because, oh, man, I grew up wanting to be a Cowboy fan, man. I just always wanted to wear the star, man.
Yeah. Let me.
Them and the Lakers. Cowboys, Lakers, and Yankees, I think, are the only people that can do that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Don't take advantage of it.
Let me. I don't want to take too much time because on my show, I will refuse to drink any Kool-Aid when it comes to free agents because the Cowboys have showed us they don't go to the store until day 4 or 5 and get these Cracker Jack, Jiffy Lube free agents. That's what we do. We don't go premium shopping, but there's always a chance. So this is what I got to say. The Cowboys have won 24 games in the last 2 years. So only one team that's won more, and that's Kansas City Chiefs. That's it. This team is close. You won 12 wins back-to-back seasons. When you win 12 and 12, you don't need much. You don't have to reboot and restart. All you need is just 1 or 2 players that will get you over the top. You already won 12. Those 2 couple players can get you to 14 wins. What does 14 wins probably get you? A number 1 seed, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. You don't need much. You ain't got to reinvent the wheel. You do what you got to do. So football-wise, getting a Bobby Wagner makes total sense. It frees everything up on the defense. Getting a Kendricks, it makes total football sense. It'll free everything up. You want Michael Parsons on the line like a lot of y'all want? Guess what? You get a Bobby Wagner there. You can put Michael anywhere, and you ain't worried about the middle. Bobby, Kendricks, they would do it all right there in the middle. Here's the problem. Here's another thing. When you go get a guy like Bobby Wagner or Kendricks, you strengthen your strength. Your strength is your defense.
Facts.
Your defense gets better with either one of these guys. You go from probably a number 10 defense in the league to a top 5 just that quick, just by them guys. So you strengthen your strength. It makes total sense to get one of these guys. But this is what Cowboy fans don't like. Stephen Jones enters the picture. And these guys like this, we never sign. It just never fails. And I hate to be the one to put the pin in the balloon, but the history shows that we don't get guys like this. What makes sense to us as Cowboy fans and guys who invested into the Cowboys and know football, these guys in the front office believe that we're going to do it our way with our guys. We're going to draft and develop. They've already get allergic to the free agent market, and that's the part why I can't get excited about it all. I hope they fool me. I hope they go after a Bobby Wagner. I hope they go get somebody. We're close. 12 wins back to back. We don't need much. We just need a couple guys just get us over the hump. And the funny part about this, West, for those of us that are a little bit older and remember, this is exactly what they did when they went and got Charles Haley. They went and got a guy to put us over the top. They went and got Deion Sanders to put us over the top. What happened? Who won the Super Bowl, man? I just don't. I don't understand the logic of what we're doing now. It's like we're concentrating on being the salary cap champions of the world instead of being the world champions of football.
Hold on. Benny Stanley, that's not true. He said we have no money. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys can clear over $50 million in salary cap right now with a couple roster moves. And if you look at what the Saints did, the Saints are actually $50 million over the salary cap and still found a way to give a quarterback $150 million with $100 million guaranteed. Listen, y'all had imaginary friends. Listen, y'all had imaginary friends growing up that were realer than the salary cap. Is it an illusion? Is it a figment of your imagination? The salary cap is not real.
Hey, real quick. Hey, real quick. I want to shout out to Miss Alexis out there in Rhode Island. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Put them candles and them birthday emojis in the comment box. Appreciate you. All right, Dak
exactly. Yes, Dak's restructure clears over $20 million by itself. Ezekiel Elliott's restructure can clear up to $8 million while keep him on the team. So you can clear over $30 million just between those two players.
The only thing that stops you from being able to do something is franchise tagging Tony Pollard and putting $10 million away. That makes no sense.
Wes and Henny just said it best, as best as you could say it. The salary cap is not really the salary cap. The Rams showed us that, ladies and gentlemen, just a couple of years ago.
The salary cap is the American borderline between Mexico and Texas.
Come on, man. The Rams
there, but it's like, you get what I mean, OG? Like, it's like, imagine, listen, this is look up America in Mexico, okay? You know that imaginary line that walk that's on every map? That's the salary cap. Like, it's there on the map, but you can just step over the line and you in America. And that's what a lot of people do. That's the salary cap.
Oh, man.
Like, the Rams won the Super Bowl like $30 million over the salary cap.
Signed Aaron Donald to a huge deal. Signed the running back. So, I mean, good Lord, Stafford. They signed everybody. Come on.
And then think about this, fellas.
They let them go 5 years later. They've been over the salary cap for 5 years, Ken. We talking about it now.
Hey, and think about this. Sometimes, bruh, if the punishment, listen to them. Sometimes I'll take the punishment. Like, what's the punishment? So you saying what?
Luxury tax.
Luxury tax? You means I just got to pay you more money and I got billions? Bruh, listen to me. I don't mind having problems that I can fix. Listen, if all your problems can be fixed with money, you got good problems.
Right. And listen. It's not. And listen. I want all my Cowboy fans to understand this. This is not our money we are talking about spending. I love spending other people's money. Jared Jones, spend some money so I can have a winning team.
Facts.
I don't care about the salary cap. Right. All these other teams figure it out. Why are we the only team in the last 15 years that don't figure it out? We're 31st in overall spending. That means, and this overall spending, not just even in free agency. We don't even pay our own players. So why the hell do we not have money? Right? Why the hell can we not build a winning roster?
We had like there's a belt that's being given out for the WBC salary cap champion of the world or something. Give me a break. Spend the money like everybody else do. You could talk about the Rams all you want. You can talk about the Buccaneers all you want a year back. Guess what they put up in the rafters when you finish talking? They got a banner up there that say they're the world champion, and can't nobody take that away. And trust me, Cowboy Nation, if we can get one Super Bowl for spending money like this, please understand, you would take it. You would take it.
And you know, it's crazy. There was a time where Jerry actually believed that.
Yeah.
So that's like, we're just asking Jerry to just go, not necessarily go back, but just like, now it's like we're the tale of two extremes. We're extremely frugal, or we're just extremely, like, what's the word when someone just like, excessive?
Yes.
Like, we can't find a healthy freaking medium. Like, that's what the rest of these teams have figured out. how to find a healthy freaking medium. Or listen to me. I always say Jerry Jones is like a black mother because I say black women, guess what? They go to the grocery store, you put them cereal in that box, and she ain't trying to pay for that. You about to get your butt whooped because mama got money for what she want to spend. You know what I'm saying? She ain't. I'll be like, Mama, can we get this? She be like, No, I ain't got no money for this. But then she walk in the house with this. I thought you said you ain't had no money, Mama. I ain't had no money for what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? But Mama always got money for what she want. Hair and nails always done. So my question is this, Jerry Jones, why don't you at least have money for the things that you want? Like there isn't even like a certain thing that like, oh yeah, Jerry always go gets weapons or he always go do this. Like they are really, and it's really a systematic thing because every position is getting it. They're not just doing it to Dak. They doing it to everybody. Everybody is getting it, bro.
And Fredo, yeah, he said we ain't won a Super Bowl 26 years. I would take a Super Bowl to me a mediocre for 5 years like the Rams. And this is the thing.
Hell yeah, I would.
Listen. The Dallas Cowboys draft so damn good. I don't even think we'll end up in that position after we have to blow it up. Because look at how we've been doing business this far. Like we have been living off of the draft and have been only been a couple players away. So imagine we actually went out, built a Super Bowl team, and then was time to blow it up
and draft them.
But that's the thing. That I keep saying the same thing. 24 wins in 2 years, 12 wins back to back. You don't need much. We ain't got to build a whole team. What we had got us 12 wins last year with Dak missing 5 games. I may add. We got 12 wins. Please let's understand. You go get me, and I'm quite sure Wes gonna bring it up in a minute. You go get me another dog outside of CD Lamb. Ladies and gentlemen, watch what happened. You go give me a Bobby Wagner. I don't want much. Just give me two bona fide players just to add with this team and watch 12 wins go to 14.
And you know
everybody got to come to Dallas.
And you know something crazy, Bishop? The two people that you want aren't even going to cost you an exuberant amount of money either.
It's not.
Because Bob, like we are literally asking for B-level celebrities.
Thank you.
We're not asking for Denzel. We can't afford. We're not asking for Brad Pitt. We're not asking for Rihanna. We're not asking for freaking Jay-Z.
Just give me 2 guys. That's it.
Give me goddamn Eric Roberts. Y'all remember Eric Roberts from the HBO movies?
Give me 2 guys. And the 2 guys I'm saying, give me a Bobby Wagner and go give me another dog outside CD and let's go play football. That's all I'm saying.
We know we had the money because Bobby Wagner only played for $10 million a year on his last contract. And you just paid Tony Pollard $10 million.
And he's an all-pro. You're going to pay $10 million to an all, like you can't leave out that. That is a discount, bro. At $10 million, I promise you Bobby Wagner was probably the cheapest all-pro unless they were on a rookie deal.
Probably so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Outside of any rookie that was on a rookie deal, I can guarantee you he was the cheapest. And you know what's so crazy? And you know what? Shame on West Coast. I'm gonna take a shame on West Coast too, because I should have knew better. When I first made my video about Bobby Wagner, people were saying, West Coast, he's washed up. I'm thinking, how the hell is he washed up and he was all pro?
Wow.
But guess what? Fans, you know what they did? They just instantly know he sucks. Because he's getting released. Listen to me.
140 tackles.
But you know what? He's getting cut, so he must suck.
Good players get cut all the time.
All the time.
Franchises. Like other franchises that were actually trying to win Super Bowls and just can't keep their players because they actually have exhausted all their salary cap options after a couple years. Yeah. Guys like that get cut, right? But, but no, just because he got cut doesn't mean he was bad. The man had 6 sacks, 140 tackles, a couple of interceptions, a bunch of tackles for loss, right? Made an all-pro team. He went crazy, right? He went crazy. So, like the boy was way too good.
Come on now. Bring me him and give me somebody like I ain't gonna bust the bubble, but give me somebody outside CD Lamb and let's go play football. That's all I'm gonna say. We don't need much. We don't need to go get 5 or 6 guys like the Eagles did last year. We ain't got to go do all that.
They got blew out. think about this, OG. They got the reason why they went and got them 5 and 6 guys because they got blew out in the playoffs when they went to Texas.
Exactly.
We didn't get blew out. We lost on the final play of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me guys that can give me at least. We got 12. Give me a guy that's gonna give me 13 wins. His presence alone demands an extra win on the total. 13, 14 wins, home field advantage, NFC East championship again, home field. You got to come to Dallas. I'll take my chances. This team is good enough right now to cause some serious damage. 12 wins is 12 wins. That's all.
Freddie, let me ask you a question. Why would Bobby Wagner go to Jerry Jones and beg him to be a Cowboy when he's an All-Pro and he's won a Super Bowl?
There's gonna be teams that are gonna be begging him,
and he won a Super Bowl this lifetime, and he just made an All-Pro team last year. He ain't finna go kiss that man ass. That man got options.
Not at all.
Bobby Wagner, the pretty girl in high school, he got options.
He's a little older. He a little older. He is a senior, but
he the senior.
Yeah,
but, you know, all the little freshmen want him.
Yeah. And I would think that he's the best middle linebacker available because Raekwon didn't even hit the market.
Yeah, he got his contract and his money, and that's the thing, right? When we talk about Bobby Wagner, right? Yeah, like the Cavante said, it was a mutual release. He wanted out of there because they were trying to blow it up. So you know what I'm saying is like it's not even like we're asking for Roquan Smith, who just reset the market as a linebacker. We're not asking for one of the young dogs that want to get paid $100 million a year.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner had made all the money in the world, right? And he didn't even pay for a lot of money his last contract. He's really just trying to go out there and play for a contender. So why can that not be Dallas?
Facts. Hey man, my boy, he says adding a top tier D Hop would definitely increase offensive production by 50%. I don't know about 50%, but I definitely believe that, you know, simple things like, you know, converting on first down, you know, I think those will be some things like Cowboys got to get back to the 2016 offense where we were just avoiding third down. Like it was first down, second down, first down, first down, second down, first down, first down, second down, first down. Because when you're avoiding third down, you don't even got to be good on third down. You just avoid it. How do you avoid it? By getting the first down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta get to a situation where our plays are helping us to not run so many plays. Why are we not running so many plays? Why? Because we're getting yards. You know what I'm saying? You have to run a lot of plays when you're not getting a lot of yards. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And Fred, he said, I want to be a Cowboy. Come get me. Right. He said, come get me. And not that I'm finna show up. He said, come get me. That means reach out to my people, have a contract. Let's work something out. It didn't mean he was going to come with his lips puckered to kiss his ass to be a Cowboy. That's not how that works.
Yeah. And y'all got to remember, bro, only people that want to be a Cowboy and will do anything to be a Cowboy is us. Want to know why? Because we're not in the NFL. And yeah, it's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we're not in the NFL. But I enjoy
this is a man of integrity, though. I'm like, so he not no school. He ain't no schoolyard child or high school or nobody. Like this man is a future Hall of Famer. He ain't gonna go ask nobody. No,
walking Hall of Famer.
For some reason, Dallas don't go all in to get players to make them. I think it's because they don't go in on individual players because they're really sold on the whole team aspect. But you know, I think we're all under the agreement that the Cowboys should not be trying to improve the entire team. They should just be trying to prove what they did to lose to the 49ers. Why? That's where you're trying to get to. You lost by 6 points, bro. You didn't get blew out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, surgery, this is one of them situations where like open heart surgery would do more damage than it would do anything. Like, bro, you have a heart murmur. You don't do open heart surgery on a heart murmur. You know what I'm saying? Right, you just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That can heal itself. Like the surgery would probably do more damage than the heart murmur. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's hard to come back for.
Like we don't need heart surgery, bro. We don't need open heart surgery, especially with 6 months. And you got to think like this. I know it feels like it's a long, long time away, but listen to me. It's March. I mean, Jennifer, it's March right now. Next month it's going to be April, and the draft's going to be here. And then guess what? We're going to have 2 months of black, and then we're going to be in training camp. Do y'all think that the Dallas Cowboys can heal from open heart surgery in 4 months? I don't. I don't. Bro, we still ain't even healed from Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was our open heart surgery from last year.
We still bleeding. We're still bleeding.
We're still here today talking about we need another receiver.
We're still bleeding, Wes. We still bleeding.
You feel me? Like we're still bleeding from last year. Like no. That's what no, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we've been on here for an hour and 15. I appreciate everybody for tapping in and stopping in, man. Hey, Bishop, man, let them know where they can where you're gonna be live again and where they can find you at, my sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me at on the Big Time Show on YouTube, or the same thing on Facebook. You can just follow me there. I'll be on probably the day after tomorrow, going live. I'll do about 7:00 Central Time. I hope you guys join me, and I appreciate you, West, and always a pleasure to be with you, brother Henny. We'll see you on next time.
Yes, sir.
All right, and Henny, man, let them know where they can find you at, my boy. Let me.
Okay, yeah, man, it's your boy Henny Demore over here at HTM Sports. Just type in HTM Sports on YouTube, and once you find the page, hit subscribe if you have not already done so. Trying to grow the page, get up to 1,000. So I appreciate y'all. I just dropped some articles. I'll send y'all some links to those. I'll be tapping in with y'all soon. I appreciate y'all for everything.
Hey, happy birthday to Freddie 36. His birthday today too. So happy birthday to Alexis out there in Rhode Island, very special, and happy birthday to Fresh King 36. This is his birthday too. He turned 40. So happy birthday to the both of y'all, man. And appreciate you extremely. Alexis, come back to Calais. You already know what it is. Sub to your channel big time. Appreciate you, Matt. All right,
Appreciate you, Matt.
Let me get mine up. So yo, man, you guys already know what it is. It's your boy West Coast. I will be live tomorrow in the morning. Break it down and wait. Hey, tomorrow I got a show. We got a show at 10 a.m. So make sure y'all tap in. I got my boy McPherson slapping in. Henny gonna be on there, and then I think Landlord gonna be on there too. So I mean, make sure y'all get up in there 10 a.m. Cali time. That's 12 p.m. everywhere else in the world. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you already know what it is. Never look down because the stars up.